Hi, I'm Eberly DeVault reporting for School Video News, and I'm here today at the 2009 NAMLE conference, and I'm here with Frank Baker. So I know you're a presenter for this. How exactly did you get involved with media literacy?
First of all, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I worked in the public school system in Orlando, Florida back in the 80s, and I worked in instructional television and distance learning. And while I was there, I got this media literacy bug, and I started to ask the curriculum specialist at this large school district if I could do some workshops with teachers. And I can remember one of the very first workshops I did was called TV toy commercials, how they influence kids. And I had a teacher in that workshop say, "Mr. Baker, you mean I could be recording those programs on Saturday morning for children and using those commercials in the classroom?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely." And when we use popular culture text with our students, it tells our students that we recognize what they like, but we could use those texts to teach things like the techniques of persuasion and the techniques of production and how to read a commercial. You know, most of our teachers today have never had one bit of training, no professional development in media literacy. So that's what I did. I can remember shortly thereafter I did a workshop with social studies teachers where we looked at political campaign advertising, these slick 30-second commercials that the campaigns create. They buy time on television stations. We've seen them on television. They're famous or infamous, as the case may be. And who benefits when candidates purchase time on television stations? Well, of course, the candidates benefit.
Exactly, yeah.
But more than anything else, the television station benefits because they make millions of dollars from the candidates buying that time. So that started me into media literacy. I worked at the public school system for 11 years. And when I returned to South Carolina, my home base, I actually did a study. I was looking for elements of media literacy in all 50 states' teaching standards. I said at the time, if we want young people to be media literate, someone should look at what the teaching standards of every state require. And what we found was that media literacy fits in English language arts, social studies, and health. And so we actually published a study, and I think that's helped other educators around the country who want to teach media literacy, because now they can see that media literacy fits in these curriculum areas.
Yeah, definitely.
And we can begin to hopefully encourage those teachers in those curriculum areas to include media literacy. So I created a website called the Media Literacy Clearinghouse, which I'm very pleased to say has received national recognition. It's a resource page for K-12 teachers. I've created some original curriculum and lesson plans on that website. And I'm the proud author of 2 books, one for elementary students called Coming Distractions, Questioning Movies. And most recently, I've written a book for high school and college called Political Campaigns and Political Advertising, a Media Literacy Guide.
That's impressive. So do you feel that teachers should start teaching media literacy like right when kids start school?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Again, unfortunately, those teachers have not had any training on how to do that.
Right.
We all know that young people are exposed to lots of media messages. To elementary teachers, I would say things, for example, that we could start at the earliest possible age by asking the youngest students to identify the signs in their world. Everything from a stop sign to a McDonald's sign, with questions like, what are signs? What are the purposes of signs? Why do signs have the colors that they have? Why are signs located where they are? Is a billboard a sign? And then moving into billboards are advertisements. And we can continue to teach media literacy from middle and high school. But I think it should not only start in the classroom, it should also start at home.
Before, right at home. Okay, so what kind of things do you expect to get from the conference?
Well, I'll tell you what I get. I get a lot of great feedback from the teachers and other educators that I present to. This is an opportunity for them to get to know me, And a lot of them have gotten to know me through the website that I maintain, but they've also gotten to know me through a media literacy listserv in which I frequently post readings and other resources. So a lot of people go, oh, Frank Baker, I've read your messages on the listserv, or I've seen your webpage. This conference is really a wonderful opportunity for us to connect with educators from not only around the country, but around the world. I think we have educators in 34 different countries represented, which I think is a credit to NAMLE, that they have come from far distances to attend themselves, to present, to learn new methods and new techniques for teaching media literacy.
Definitely. Well, thanks so much for your time. And again, I'm Eberly DeVault reporting for School Video News.